Our next game will be starting underway very shortly. It is going to be Nexus, King of the Hill.
I expect SkitLite to do quite well on this. They show great teamwork, and it's one of their maps which requires a hell of a lot of it.
Of course, Apex will be no slouches to this game type. They have been landing all week, well, for a few days against the reigning champions, Team Dignitas, to try and gel as a team and improve their own strategies, and perhaps that land will pay. It seems to be paying off for them as they edge out.
Definitely. It's seen as pretty much you have to have a pre-land if you're going into an event.
All of our top 4 teams have had pre-lands. I think if you don't, therefore, you are falling behind the competition.
Definitely.
Perhaps that is what's happening to SkitLite right now. They did not have that. They did not have that pre-land, but I'm sure.
That's the one.
I'm sure we will be able to. I'm sure they can mount some kind of comeback. Perhaps, maybe, like you said, this is an objective game. They've got good teamwork. They are clearly players who know how to play the game. They just need to get that little bit of momentum going, and perhaps they can do that on this game. Game 3 here between Apex and SkitLite. It is Nexus, King of the Hill, and that's a great start for Fragby. And that, I think, is that 4 down?
That's straight away. 85% bloom right there.
Fragby firing hopeful grenade launcher shots. He's now backing off and staying alive. As Vard snipes HMZ in the face. It's probably one of the worst places to get sniped, to be honest.
These are some random grenade launcher shots. He's trying to predict the spawns though, which are still a bit unpredictable. You know where they're going to spawn, but it's either in 4 corners basically.
Apex doing a great job so far. It's 13-14-0 lead now. Not letting any of SkitLite get near the hill, and perhaps, Matt, they have warmed up. Perhaps Apex have.
I do think the second game they played a lot better than the first game, even though the score wasn't tremendously overpowering. I think they played a lot better, and they've started off brilliantly here.
SkitLite may have awoken the beast that are Apex, all seasoned veterans, all players who have really established themselves. 2 of them have won previous events.
Well, 3 with Fragby if you count Reflex. Element Warrior?
Well, I just don't count Fragby in general. Have you seen his face? Look at that face.
He is a top player though, and so
top
is
player
JC.
with a top face, an absurd face, but top face nonetheless.
SkitLite not really listening to his teammate there. Fragby allowed to stay alive for far too long. Got the new hill coming up now, so let's see. I think Apex have got a decent amount of time on that first, so it's very hard to get time. And I think the main chunks of time come in these 2 pillar hills.
New sniper would have just have spawned, and the hill will be moving, and we can see now that SkitLite are trying to make their way over to that new hill as much as they can, trying to get into decent positions for it. Foxy with a great shot on Fragby, taking him down, but once again, SkitLite seems to be in control. You see Adam, that's Damsky, and Ed, that is Vard, setting up over at that base, trying to control that hill on the red side. But SkitLite's going to be pushing back. SkitLite now have control, and we'll see what they can do in this position. Fragby had a very nice jump to take out Vanadant, but he heard the little clink and knew he was been stuck, and went up like he'd been attacked by a Smurf in a big blue ball of fire.
Yeah, it looks like Apex is set up here, and it is difficult to break through. Especially, I think they've got a sniper as well. It's very difficult to break through. One of the other team's got a power weapon. Let's see what they can do.
I think this has been one of our first series, man. There's actually not been a lot of trash talking. Purposefully, I've heard a lot of trash talking in our last series between Flex Gaming and Atlantic. There was a hell of a lot of trash talking going down. Some of it was god awful. I don't think I've heard sit down bad kids since about 2005, but that did crack out at one point. But this game has been quite quiet. I think both teams concentrating as much as they can, trying to just edge out the other team. Maybe they're showing a little bit of respect for each other.
I think these 2 teams can show people how it's done, really. It's how can you expect to play your best Halo when you're just there mouthing off at people when you need to be talking to your teammates? It's just shit talking. I think you should let the result do the talking. Basically, there's no need to say anything. Maybe the odd shout here and there, but apart from that, nothing. Some cheeky nades. I'm not sure he meant to nade that, but great spawn prediction by Fragby.
He's doing a great job of just trying to pin the other team back, trying to stop them from attacking his teammates. And Foxy doesn't actually want to shoot anyone. He just wants to, run around. And Fragby giving him the bags, smacking bodies, and giving him the old dunk of the balls to the back of the head.
The notorious Fragby shit talk strap.
Fragby right there, you can see in his face, he's giving us a little kiss. I think they're beginning to enjoy this game.
Yeah. This is obviously the Apex that was playing like 6-5, 7-4 against Dignitas, in my opinion. Playing really well, and it's just the right time to heat up, really. It's considering your next series is LLL. And yeah, I think the LLL series is really important for these guys. If they don't win it, I don't see them placing higher than top 3, maybe not even higher than top 4. I think this is a team that will run on momentum. Players like Adam and Fragby, and even JC to a degree, you really need to be in a comfort zone. And they seem to be getting into that, which is really good for them.
And looking at these SkitLite players, they don't look particularly animated. Valadan is trying to talk as much as he can, but they don't seem particularly... There doesn't seem to be a lot of urgency. They are 2-0 down. They are currently falling to almost 100 seconds behind. And they look like they are doing their gardening. It doesn't seem like they realise they're about to drop into the loser bracket. Apex on the other side, they seem very zoned in. You can see the look in Fragby's face. He really wants to win this match. They are 2-0 up, and they don't show any signs of slowing down. And they only just seem to, like we've been saying, just be heating up, which is always handy when they go into their next round if they beat SkitLite.
Yeah, it'll be a good confidence boost as well, not just to win, but to win comfortably. And this is absolute domination, especially on the King of the Hill game side. And to be fair, I think the main thing separating these two teams is communication. It's the only thing that separates top players from medium players and lower players. Everyone can aim the same, everyone can shoot the sniper and the DMR the same. It's all about communication with your teammates, and Apex is just on a completely different level to these guys.
Speaking of aiming, we just saw an absolutely perfect 5-shot from Fragby, who did a little shake of the head as in, I'm not even trying. I guarantee you he's sweating his little billy balls off, but he wants us to think he's not trying. And right now, this is
silly.
This is just painful to watch.
This will be hurting the other guys, but I think it's good that they keep their emotions in check. You don't want to be all over the place, you just want to be straight. So when you're down, you don't want to be down, you want to be able to come back. It's not out of the tournament, they're still in the loser bracket, they can still come bombing through. They've lost to a really good team.
There is no shame in losing to Apex. Fragby's, however, giving teabags. He's saying, "What are you doing?" A little bit of trash talk now flowing, and he's showing signs that Apex just feels so comfortable. And with a score like this, it is comfortable. SkitLite right now have their head in the jaws of the lion. We are only waiting for the lion to...
They have it in the jaw of Fragby.
They have their head in the jaw of the Fragby. We are just waiting for the Fragby to bite down and bite the head of the SkitLite off. Which is a real shame, because I mean these young guys, they've come in, they've got obviously a lot of support. As young players, they showed promise at Loughborough, and we have said there is no shame in losing to Apex, but it's just to go out like this when you're 150 seconds down and the game's only just halfway through. That's a bit of a heartbreaker.
Realistically though, these guys have been coming in saying, we can do this, but I think deep down, when you play a team that's far better than you, you're probably not going to win. And after the first game, it seemed like it was second game. They kind of knew deep down they're not going to win, and obviously they know it now. They're obviously not giving it their all. And I think they're preparing for a loser bracket, and I think these guys will do quite well.
Fragby is now just mopping kills up. He seems to be having a lot better game than he is on PTS. I can hear Adamski laughing. And like I said, Apex, they are just enjoying this game now. They don't seem to be turning back. They don't seem to be slowing down. There is jokes coming out of the whole team. And SkitLite have just gone silent. Not one of them at the moment, whilst I'm looking, is talking. I think it's just, like I said, it's a shame. I just think they showed a lot of promise, and I just think they're going to get down on themselves from this. I just hope, like you said, they didn't expect maybe too much, but...
hopefully they've got someone in their team who just go, look guys, we just played a team with top players. It happens. Just have a group talk, just get back on track.
Well, they do have the loser bracket. And Fragby is just strolling into double kills right now. I don't
His
think
aim is so on right now. Getting shot across the map, but zooming in and just aiming on the other guy. When you do that and you make people back down, your aim is just on. It's a good sign for Apex. They're not backing down.
And Apex only need 25 seconds to win. There are 6 minutes left in this game, and they only need 25 seconds. Apex have completely and utterly warmed up. They are now just sort of toying with SkitLite. You can see Fragby is just checking out the floor.
I can't believe he didn't die.
He just decided to chill out, take a breather, check his shoelaces tied, and now just carries on, putting the hurt into SkitLite, cleaning up some of these weak feels. And they are just having fun out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this sets us up for 2 great winner bracket semi-final matches, which I'm excited to see.
Apparently Fragby looks like the guy off of Twilight.
Is that good? I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never seen
Everyone
Twilight.
bashes Twilight for being quite like a camp gay movie. That I
Yeah,
don't
all
know.
the girls love them type of guys.
Yeah, but this is Fragby we're talking about, not Twilight.
Prophet 5, have you seen the spots on his head?
Fragby there looking like a pepperoni pizza, but he does win 250 to 53. That is an absolute smashing of SkitLite by Apex. Apex move on to winners bracket round 4, and that is a complete 3-0 by Apex. 25 and 7 out of a Damski. That is a plus 18 on the other side. All members of SkitLite going negative. The least negative was Valadown in -6, and really that was just an absolute steamroller in by Apex. They move on. SkitLite, they drop down to the loser bracket. They will have a chance to fight all the way through.
They will be back. They will be back.
Like Arnie, they will be back. Guys, we will drop out for a second. As soon as we know we'll be coming up on stream, I'm sure someone will soon. We'll be right back. I will leave the stats up for you. Thank you, Matt, for joining me.
Thank you.
And we'll be back as soon as possible. Guys, I am Jules. I've been here with Matt. And we are live here from EGL4 at the London Emirates Stadium, bringing you some live Halo Reach 44 action. We'll be back in a bit.